Hi friends, welcome to today's session. As you are aware, as part of this series of videos, we are learning native HANA modeling and also we are learning a couple of tips and tricks. So as part of today's session, what we will be doing is we will be seeing how to create a calculated column, and in that calculated column, how can we achieve the functionality of concatenating different column values. As you are aware, this particular concatenation option or requirement we get in day-to-day requirement in any project. So in ABAP we will be using concatenated command to concatenate different value. At the same time, even in HANA also we may get this requirement. Obviously we know in order to do the modeling we will build a HANA information view such as calculation views of different types, right? So as part of this session we will be discussing in detail how can we create a calculated column, and also how can we achieve this concatenation functionality by concatenating two or more column values to a newly created calculated column. Come on guys, let's start the session. I am getting into remote server. As you see here, there is a calculation view, a very simple calculation view of type dimension is present, and we are bringing the data from LFA1 table. As you are aware, LFA1 table is nothing but vendor master data, right? So, and if I do the data preview, you can see I have around 5 to 6 column in which I have vendor number, postal code, region, name one, and land one. So I wanted to create a new calculated column as part of this calculation view output, and that calculated column should be concatenation of your LIFNR and land one. Okay, so we will see how can we achieve this requirement. Hope the requirement is clear, I believe. So what we will be doing, we have to create a newly calculated column which will be concatenation of LIFNR and land one. We call that as a CC comp key or complex key. Okay, so in the previous session, I believe you guys have already seen that video and saw how to create a calculated column. In order to create a calculated column, place a cursor on the node, predominantly projection node, and in the right hand side output pan, you will be seeing calculated column folder. You have to right click and choose new option. There will be a pop-up window appears. In this pop-up window, you have to give the technical name for your calculated column. CC comp key, and you have to choose your data type. I am fine with varchar, and I will make this as varchar 15. And in the expression window, now what was the requirement? I have to concatenate a LFINR column with the land one column, correct? So all I have to do is, if you see under element folder, right, in this pop-up window, you can see if at all any already created calculated column are present, or input parameter are present, or columns are present. I have columns, right? All you have to do is either you can drag and drop, automatically that column will be considered as input for this expression. Then in order to concatenate, all you have to do is plus. Okay, string concatenation. Plus operator is used for string concatenation. Okay, now I wanted to put land one, or you can do the double click also. Okay, click on OK. Obviously, since it's a calculation view of dimension, our the default node is projection. We have added our table there only, right? So we can see newly added calculated column under semantics also. Now you can go ahead and activate your calculation view. Once the activation is completed, all you have to do is right click and do the data preview. When you do the data preview, go to the rare data. If you see, complex key is concatenation of LIFNR and land one. LFNR1 followed by DE. Okay, if you want to do the analysis, go to analysis tab, add LFNR, add land one, and now you add complex key. You see the new column CC comp key is a concatenation of values stored in LFNR column and land one column for the corresponding entry. Now if you see over here, there is no separator added because we have not explicitly specified. Assume that I want hyphen separator or comma separator. Predominantly we'll go with item hyphen separator, right? It can be any separator or any character which is there in your keyboard. All you have to do is you can put that as a separator. Let us see how can we put a separator so that we can differentiate our vendor number followed by country key by hyphen. Okay, go back to your calculation view, choose the node where you have created a calculated column, double click on the calculated column. When we double click on the calculated column, as we can see over here, earlier we were just trying to concatenate a vendor number with land one, right? Now we are going to introduce one more character in between. That's why I am adding plus symbol. And here within single quotes, you can specify whichever the character you wanted that to act as a separator. And specifying hyphen, you can specify comma, hash, or anything. Click on validate expression. Our expression is validated and it is good. Click on OK. Reactivate your calculation view. Now do the data preview. Let us go back to raw data. As you can see, there's a hyphen introduced between your vendor number and country key. So let us go to analysis tab. I am going to add land 1 and LFNR followed by complex key. You see, CC comp key is concatenation of vendor number and land 1 separated by hyphen. Okay. Hopefully, as part of this video, you guys got to know about how to create a calculated column in HANA calculation view, and also how can we achieve concatenate functionality, right? So hopefully you guys like this video. Feel free to share this video information to your colleagues and loved ones. Also, if you are looking for online training on SAP ABAP, SAP BW, BW ABAP, BW on HANA, Native HANA and HANA SQL, feel free to reach out to me on my mail ID, that is venugopalmn1988@gmail.com. Also, you can reach out to me on my mobile number, that is +91 followed by 973 998 3992. Thank you so much and have a good one.